This is Dee with Divine Needle, and this is the Age of Aquarius Spiritual Path Tarot reading weekly. Starting with today, day 165 through 170. We're a day late on this reading, which is the 8th, December the 8th. So this is from now through December 8th. It was interesting because I was pulling decks for the weekly reading, and I was listening to them tell me which decks to go with. They didn't want an empowering question this time, which I tend to normally pull, but they didn't ask for that. They did, however, ask me to pick up this deck. Let me move this deck down here. They asked me to pick that one up, and when I did, this was the only card left behind when I picked up that deck, and that was the card for the reading. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get why you want me to pick up the deck. The sun is very obviously a big theme this coming month. Rest of this month, we have this eclipse coming up, solar eclipse, and we also have the alignments of Jupiter and Saturn on the 21st, and the star is going to be those two planets when they line up from our vantage point. That is the star. That is the Star of Bethlehem. That is a very rare event. But I have a feeling they're wanting us to focus on the sun and the solar eclipse with this reading. It's a little in advance since I believe that's the 14th. So, and this reading is for the week prior. But also these readings can be off a bit. Maybe this is more of a heads up. We'll have to see. But this was laying there when I picked up the deck, and I'm like, okay, that's the card. Let's read it. I've never read this card, and I don't even want to memorize all these. Let's increase the light on this situation and see. It's a gloomy day today. Let's get a little more light on the situation and see if we can't read this or get the camera to focus on it. There you go. From your soul's perspective, this life is just a page in a never-ending story where you and those around you all have a specific role to play. Yeah. All the world's indeed a stage. We are merely players. Yet remember, this role is not the real you, for you are much more than your personality and current circumstances. Your true immortal self cannot be defined. All right. All right. Affirmation. Did want to get an affirmation for sure. Let's get an affirmation for this coming week or approximate. The energies can be off a few days, just saying. All right. They wanted me to take both. Okay. And they're both related messages some of you need to hear, including moi. We all need to hear this from time to time. I listen with love to my body's messages. My body is always working toward optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole, and complete. So messages about our bodies, our temples, right? I love my body. I create peacefulness in my mind, and my body reflects this peacefulness as perfect health. Deep cleansing breath. Breathing in the energy of the sun. Okay, Kuan Yin for this week. That was quick. Okie dokie. What we get? Oh, we keep getting this one. We keep getting this beautiful card. The Sacred River Yingtez. I don't know. I don't even pretend to know how to pronounce that. I should look that up, though. It's bothering me. It reminds me of the river Styx, because that keeps popping out for some reason. Just as the sacred river flows and changes course, you too are evolving in your divine path. Changes in the flow of energy within you and in the momentum of your unfolding life path are imminent. This is exciting. You are growing and changing, and soon your life circumstances will reflect your inner evolution. One of the hardest things is teaching ourselves to love ourselves as we are and being at peace with that. Right? All right. They want me to pull this after the reading. Okie doke. Overall energy for this coming week or approximate, please. Overall energy, please, for this coming week. Yep. Battling that inner demon about our bodies, right? And the memory keeper. 6 of chalices. Ooh, that's an interesting energy with those 2 cards. All right. What's our highest priority this coming week? What is our highest priority? You can't make that up. Another Fool card. Taking leaps of faith. This is inexperience. Leaps of faith in experience. Talks about experience here in this card. Unfolding things in your life path, right? And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for this coming week? See, we just got the Fool card in the middle of the reading for the daily as well. And there's that same Page of Cups as the underlying energy that was in the daily. And a Fool card in the middle. Just to repeat, it's the other of the 3 Fool cards. It's the Initiate. Spirit in search of experience. New World Order. The Dynasty, that's a 10. The Sun card. Can't make that up. The Warrior, that's the Sun card in this deck. And the Blind Seer. Okie dokie. Major Arcana in every stack. Yep. All right. Let's look at this energy. Whew. Sort of truth. Fast energy, right? Stronghold of the Grail yet again as our underlying. So somebody is making an offer. This is important to you all, this offer, or it wouldn't have shown up twice. It's interesting because I have a funny feeling it has to do with an air sign. Because of that Knight of Swords underneath. But it could be a water sign. Or somebody exhibiting that emotions, intuition, etc. Anyway, Stronghold of the Grail. The Stronghold of the Grail comes bearing an important message to you, an opportunity about matters relating to love, relationships, domestic affairs, or your spiritual path. The Page of Chalices is the stronghold here to help you become better attuned to your emotions, helping you in the pursuit of true happiness. She appears to you when you need further guidance on your path to finding your personal holy grail. The presence of the stronghold of the Grail can also be an emissary sent by a lunar deity, a divinity of waters, of medicine, or pantheon from the northern hemisphere. Overall energy for the week. Battling these issues, right? Key 15, the demon. You know you've begun the final prong of your spiritual journey when you're thrust into a battle with the Typhon. This is the mental and emotional chains of bondage you must break, and to break those chains you must see clearly that those chains have always been an illusion. The demon is the primordial spirit of harm, and most often than not self-harm. This is self-sabotage. The demon is the personification of interferences that undermine our pursuit of our aspirations or the advancement of our knowledge and wisdom. The demon is that which holds us back. When the demon appears, you are letting forces of harm inhibit your progress. You've been surrendering your self-control. The demon is thus trying to alert you to manipulation, abuse, deception, or undue influences that are causing you sabotage in the long term. When the demon appears, an usurper lurks nearby. Something from your past. Six of Chalices, the Memory Keeper. The Memory Keeper is the spirit of reminiscence. Who you once were is trying to speak and reach out to who you are now. Okay. Listen to the whispers from the past, for they send premonitions of the future. Initiate an open dialogue between the past and the present. The Memory Keeper is your custodian of memories, both fond and averse. The reflection of your inner child. When the Memory Keeper appears to you in a reading, the past and the present converge. Who you were as a child, or in a past life, possibly, is trying to shake you up and get you to quit this. Self-sabotage. It's about your body image, mostly. Self-image, I have a feeling. Spirit in search of experience is your highest priority. Zero card, once again. And this is you taking a leap of faith, new adventures. in experience, having new experiences. That's your highest priority. And what can we be mindful of and or prepare for if we drop this body image issue? A lot of amazing things, evidently. Key 21, New World Order, Crown of the Magi. Key 21. So it's a busy week. Settling with ourselves, right? This is the spirit you encounter when a cycle has come to its completion. Great balance and stability come when the catalyst has succeeded in creating a new zeitgeist, a new self-image. You are the catalyst. This is the spirit of you succeeding at creating the change you have wanted to see in your world. What do you see in your world right now that is broken or causes suffering? What is your dream and how your world can be repaired? The New World Order is a spirit ready by your side, aiding you, guiding you, so that you can truly and fully embody the catalyst to a most wonderful change. A change that will make the world you live in a much better place for all. Remember, loving yourself, can't love others fully until you love yourself fully. But I feel like there's a lot more to this reading than just this. So, the New World Order ushers in a period of renaissance and unification. That's definitely what's happening in the outer world, too. As within, so without. As above, so below. Okay. Key 21 appears to you. It is a divinatory mark of a new epoch in your life path. With it comes dramatic changes to your world. This is the spirit of a great power rising. There's a lot more to this reading. The Dynasty, Ten of Orbs. As within, so without. I was just talking about the micro and the macro. What I do with the micro affects the macro. I've talked about killing the virus. Some of the virus is, or let's put it this way, stopping the virus. And I'm not talking about the corona thing so much as those that have been controlling you all. And it occurred to me what I'm doing on the micro may affect the macro. Yep. That is a big awakening, really. The Dynasty is wealth multiplied. In the foreground, the old man faces the young man. They personify inheritance, legacy, and the multi-generational dynasty. This card portends advancing prestige. The Dynasty is the spirit of collective power that strengthens a tribe. The theme here is successorship. It can also suggest the personal impact on you of much greater national or global affairs. Something greater going on in the collective has reached down to directly affect you at the individual and personal level. What the Ten of Orbs portends is gains to be had from that impact. While the Ten of Orbs marks a pinnacle of material wealth and success, the Book of Thoth reminds us that the success will quickly go inert, and from that inertia degenerate and rot if the pinnacle is not immediately put to productive use toward the greater good. Thus, with the benefits and gains you shall reap, you must direct those benefits and gains toward a greater good. Do not harvest all the blessings for yourself. I feel like this is telling us about this big shift that's coming. There's a huge awakening happening right now. And that's interesting. I just had a cloth fall on my back from the backside of the chair that should not have been able to do what it just did. Okay, interesting. And the warrior card, the sun, again, master of the mystic light. Key 19. Like I said, this reading is about much more. The micro and the macro is feeling very relevant here. Key 19, the Son of the Magi, signifies competence and reciprocity. Here we see your consciousness expanding. The Master of the Mystic Light appears to you when you are on the verge of confronting potential with reason and truth, through which you shall create goodness. Goodness is creation with purpose, arrived at through reason and truth. Here is victory in the battles you fought for your own independence. You've broken all chains. You've detached yourself from that which had tried to control your will. Yeah. It's a new dynasty, a new world order. We're breaking free from the demons of the past. And not just our inner demons, but the ones that are trying to control the planet. Wow. Okay. So this is a micro-macro thing. Fascinating. That song, The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. Bet you bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just saying. And the blind seer, Two of Swords. The blind seer helps us navigate the stalemate between the ego and the self. The twin swords, or twin paths, form the cross that you bear. Oh, wow. The cross that you bear. You have yet to attain the realization you need to make an intelligent, reasoned decision, so take time to look inward. Arrive at an inner peace and restore a sense of calm before you proceed any further. He was talking about that right here. The inner peace. The micro and the macro talking to us. Telling us what we need to know. So what I do on the micro affects the macro. Same with you all. You're all very powerful beings. They just didn't tell you. And there's no playbook. We're learning that playbook as we go. Because everything's been tampered with. So we had to learn this playbook. Sensing our way. It's like, you know, the blind seer. It's like feeling our way in the dark, right? Feeling our way in the dark. That's almost over. Okay, they told me to pull one at the end from this one, so. All right. And song Free Falling from Tom Petty just popped into my head. Trust. Trust. All right. That's our advice. We're in free fall, folks. Woo! Trust. Divine's got our backs. And these demons that we've been battling, both inner and outer, the micro and the macro. We fix our micro, it fixes the macro. Not only that, but what we do on the micro affects the macro much more than we think. Feel our way in the dark, and we will find our way to truth, right? That truth. Oh, Archangel Mysteries is right under there. Hell yeah. That sword of destiny, truth, clarity. Okay. Anyway, there you go. That's for the week. Approximate. But I have a feeling these readings are about the whole month as well. Deep breath, everybody. Breathe in. Imagine. Just think. Sit there and think to yourself. Close your eyes if you have to. And imagine that breath that you're taking in is the light of the sun, that energy. Breathe out the negative. We will defeat these demons. Bank on it. That's a thing. Anyway, remember, you are loved beyond all reason by none other than the lady at the bottom of the box. She is the high priestess. She is the angel. Whew. Good reading. Can't wait till the next one.